While a judge has granted former President Trump's request for a special master in the FBI Mar-a-Lago search, President Joe Biden is spending Labor Day campaigning in two key swing states. Natalie Brand has the story.
President Biden kicked off his Labor Day with an appeal to union members as he campaigned for Democrats in Milwaukee.
The middle class built America. Everybody knows that. But unions built the middle class.
With a little more than 2 months to go before the midterm elections, the president is spending the holiday visiting two states with pivotal Senate races, first Wisconsin, then later Pennsylvania. The president's trip to Pittsburgh marks his third visit to Pennsylvania in less than a week. It comes after his fiery primetime speech in Philadelphia Thursday.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
Over the weekend, former President Trump fired back.
He's an enemy of the state. You want to know the truth?
At a rally for Republican candidates in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania Saturday, Trump called President Biden's speech hateful and divisive. He also railed against the FBI search of his Mar-a-Lago estate.
The FBI and the Justice Department have become vicious monsters, controlled by radical left scoundrels, lawyers, and the media.
Late Monday morning, a federal judge in Florida granted the former president's request for an independent third party to review the documents seized for potentially privileged material. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
The judge has also said that the Justice Department is blocked from further review pending resolution of the special master's review process, but the federal government can continue with any national security assessments of the seized materials. Well, in our consumer alert, seafood fans may want to take a closer look at just what exactly is in their fridge. St. James Smokehouse, based out of Miami, is announcing a voluntary recall of its smoked salmon. The FDA says the food may be tainted with listeria, and that can cause serious and possibly fatal infections to children, elderly adults, and people with weak immune systems. The salmon in question was sold by distributors between February and June of this year. Now, as of last week, no related illnesses have been reported. Well, some A-list actors such as Sean Penn and Ben Stiller are some of the Americans that won't be setting foot in Moscow anytime soon. 25 people were added to Russia's stop list today. Both Penn and Stiller separately met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. According to the Foreign Ministry's website, the move was taken to fight back against the sanctions that the Biden administration has placed on the Kremlin following its invasion of Ukraine. Well, the water crisis in Jackson, Mississippi may be coming to an end. The governor says that the water pressure has been restored and none of the city's water tanks were at low levels. They say that the water treatment plant is pumping out cleaner water than they have seen in a very, very long time. And as the restaurant industry is facing they are facing a new crisis, a staff shortage in the kitchen. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the need for chefs and head cooks is far outpacing the number of students interested in those careers. The Bureau projects the need for head chefs and cooks will rise by 25% by 2030, far faster than the 8% growth rate for other occupations. And America's most prestigious schools for chefs, the Culinary Institute of America, is now accepting 97% of all applicants. Compare that to 2001, when they were just accepting only 36%. And the pandemic resulted in a major shift in how millions of Americans eat. And it may be good news for some snack sellers, but not for your health. The snack market grew from $117 billion in 2017 to an estimated $151 billion just this year. And that growth is expected to continue to $170 billion over the next 5 years, with higher sales of chips, snack bars, and candy. 64% of people in the U.S. say that they prefer to eat smaller meals and replacing at least one meal with snacks. While snacking can occur any time of the day, during the pandemic, people started eating more late-night snacks, and health experts say that ultra-processed food has been linked to cancer and early death. Well, we have a number of traffic alerts to help you get ready for your commute. The first is on eastbound 52nd Avenue South in Fargo at 45th Street. Traffic will be reduced to one lane until about noon Wednesday as crews pour concrete. Also, starting tomorrow, 7th Avenue North in Fargo will be shut down between 24th and 25th Streets for sewer repair. The closure is expected to be in place for up to 2 weeks. And North Broadway is closing to through traffic from 33rd Avenue to 35th Avenue starting tomorrow and going for about 4 weeks. The city is installing new underground pipes for the wastewater treatment plant expansion. And a reminder that of lane closures on Highway 10 in Detroit Lakes from tomorrow through Thursday. The closure will go from about 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. each night, and crews will be patching the road near the railroad spur track that crosses Highway 10. Well, still to come at your news at 4, Hutch Johnson will give us a full look at what we can expect this sunny evening and what also we can expect later on throughout the week.